Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Sir Cowdog, and this is the episode of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, where I'm going to be doing Hyde's Tower of Flame. Now, the name is a little bit misleading. It makes it sound like the tower is on fire, but basically it's just a way of saying that it's a lighthouse.
Bearer of the curse.
Alright, last video I defeated the Pursuer and the last giant, and I've got some souls left over, so I'm going to use those real quick to level up. More hit points, more adaptability. Not quite enough to do everything I want. Now I'm going to save a few souls here because I also want to take the large Titanite shard I picked up in the last level and upgrade the axe another time. Reinforce, not buy. So that's a +4 weapon, which should make the next few levels a little bit easier. Here's the old lady we talked to earlier. Now, she serves a dual purpose. Number one, she sells a couple of random items, some healing gems, things like that. But if you ever decide to kill an NPC, then that old lady will somehow get their armor set. I'm not sure how, it's video game logic, but that's just how it works. Alright, gonna wander through some of these hallways. At the bottom of these stairs is going to be a chest hidden behind the camera to the left. Right here. The red and white shield. Crimson Parma. It's a small shield. You could use it for parrying. Personally, I think that the buckler is better for that, but fashion souls, I guess. Broken Thief Sword and some souls. And then at the top of the stairs we have our first encounter with the Hyde Knights. Now, Hyde Knights will start out passive. They're just kind of taking a lunch break here. Once you have defeated the Dragon Rider boss, which is actually right there at the base of the lighthouse, all of the Hyde Knights in this level will start to patrol around. They will attack you on sight, so we're going to leave him till last. The big knights here are super easy to dodge. All you have to do is lock onto them and just stay behind them. They always swing 3 times, with an occasional 4th stab. A very, very rare occasion. It'll still miss you as long as you stay behind them, though. So, light the bonfire, rest to heal up and reset your gear. I'll show you how to fight this guy again. Just walk behind him. The Hyde Knights we're just going to leave alone because they're really annoying to fight. So I really don't do it unless I absolutely have to. Mace Knights here, you want to actually sprint behind them, otherwise you'll get hit. But otherwise you can deal with them the exact same way. Should take about 4 to 5 chops. Careful not to fall off the edge here while you're attacking. Once you defeat that guy, this lever will open. As you can see, the boss arena down there is a very small circle with water beneath. Very, very difficult to fight the boss in such a small area, so pulling this lever will help. It raises up an inner ring, increasing the size of the boss arena. There's one more of those in the next area. So, as you can see, there's one guy in the middle with a big 2-handed sword, one guy over there, and one guy over there. Now the 2 guys on the left and right will stand and watch while you fight this guy. But as soon as you kill him, both of them will advance on you, as you can see. The way you avoid this is you run past the one on the right over here, which causes the second guy to retreat back to his station. And then you can fight this guy one at a time. Alright. Oops, I clipped there. That's why you always go to the shield side, not the sword side. Okay, that Hyde Knight there will actually get up and fight you. So the best thing to do, he brings his friend along, that knight there. So I usually just go right about here, shoot him, get his attention, and then retreat back here so I can fight him again, one at a time. Mano y mano. Okay, so Hyde Knights are very annoying. Keep your shield up. Wait until after they attack to get your swing in. I recommend a strong attack. And you should be able to beat them without ever getting hit. Okay, right down here is, if I remember right, a Divine Blessing. Yep. Approach it carefully so you don't fall in the water. And at the top of these stairs is another Hyde Knight that you have to deal with. And this guy has a spear. And spear guys are pretty annoying, so I recommend using as many arrows as possible on him to soften him up, but I screwed up, so... There we go. Even if you get hit, as you can see, it's generally best to take the hits and take advantage of the situation. You definitely want to roll the final attack of that 3-hit combo he used, though, because it will do a lot of damage. Okay. As you can see, there's a sleeping dragon up there. He wakes up and starts breathing fire as soon as you get to the top of the stairs. So what you want to do, walk to right here before this pillar, and then start sprinting. Make sure you don't exhaust all of your stamina. Take a couple of seconds to walk, and then you should be able to get just past the dragon. Now normally the dragon will just stomp to try to get you. Occasionally he'll take off. In fact, I'm going to wait to kill him to show you that. So when he takes off, you want to run over here. Get out of range of that. And then run back in. Rinse and repeat until the dragon dies. There we go. Drops Petrified Dragon Bone, which is used to upgrade boss soul weapons, and the Watch Dragon Parma, which I'm going to go ahead and equip right now. Oh, it's still a little bit too heavy, actually. Wow. That's okay. I can unequip the crossbow since I won't need it for the boss fight or anything else in this zone. There we go. Perfect. Now, not only does the Watch Dragon Parma have 90% physical resist and really good elemental resists, but while you have it equipped, you have slightly increased item find. Basically luck for items to drop whenever you kill an enemy. Pull the lever to lower the drawbridge. Grab the loot right here. Go ahead and top off my hit points. And right in here is the old Dragonslayer. He's an Ornstein wannabe, fanboy. Pretty easy fight. He does a lot of thrusting attacks, a lot of leap attacks, but similar to most bosses, what you gotta do is lock onto him, keep your shield up, and just go to his right. Make sure you wait after you block a couple of seconds to let your stamina recharge. And when he does this, just run away. And that's pretty much the whole strategy. Rinse and repeat until his health is gone. Generally, it's easiest if you want to be patient is just to wait until he does one of those dash attacks. If you're moving to the right when he does that, he will miss you completely. Giving you a chance to get a hit in. Easy cheesy. And just past his boss room is this guy, who is a Covenant leader for the Blue Sentinels. He will not let you join the Covenant until you have a token of fidelity. In fact, he talks a little bit of trash.
Transient being, this is no place for one such as you. Be gone. You are not needed.
But as long as you're here, you can steal his stuff, though. So let him talk all the trash he wants, you still get rewarded. Enjoy the view also, by the way. Pretty nice. Alright, down these stairs is a bonfire. I'm going to have to return to the first bonfire in the zone and kill a bunch of guys again. If you want, stop back at town and heal up and level up. I'll show you how you can do this without using a shield, since you don't really need to block any of these guys. You may be tempted to sprint past all of these guys to try to reach the boss room faster. I highly recommend against it. These knights will follow you all the way to the boss, and if you're not careful, you can get ganged up by like 7 or 8 of them. It's not a good situation. Alright. Sprint past this guy to get behind him. Sprint past this guy to reset the other one. And I forgot to pull the lever last time, so this time I'm going to do it. This eliminates any chance of falling out into the water while you're fighting the boss. Now, there is a very, very small chance that you can get hit by the boss and knocked out one of the windows, so just try not to put your back to one of the windows while while you're fighting. One more Hyde Knight to deal with. Get those throwing daggers out. You don't want to fight that guy on that tiny platform. Let him come to you. Oh, he took care of himself. Very nice. Alright. This ring will reduce the effects of hollowing when you die. Locks the total loss of maximum hit points to 25% instead of 50%. Very useful if you're trying to be efficient with your human effigies. Okay. And if you're struggling with the boss, you can summon, I believe this is Masterless Glencour. Yeah, this guy. He's actually pretty good at tanking the boss, but basically we're going to use the exact same technique we used to fight the Dragonslayer. We're just going to lock onto him and stay to his right and try to get behind him. Sprint up here to his shield side. Yep. Usually you don't even have to use your shield at all, but sometimes when he does that attack it will clip you, so just keep your shield up when you're rotating. Save yourself a little bit of damage. See how I got knocked back there? If my back was to one of those windows, I might have been a little bit too close and gotten knocked out into the ocean. That's the only real way to die on this guy. As you can see, I'm even taking hits and it's not really doing that much damage. Can't hurt him when he's got his shield up. You just gotta wait. And just like that. Same as usual, just be patient, don't get greedy, manage your stamina, and it's actually a fairly easy fight. But that is everything in Hyde's Tower of Flame, besides a little bit of running. Talk to Lycia of Lindhelt. This is your faith-based vendor. She'll sell you miracles and cleric items, rings, spells, all that kind of good stuff. Exhaust her dialogue, and like most NPCs, she will eventually move more towards
the gods frown.
Majula. Light the bonfire. I'm actually going to clear the next area because it is kind of a little intermission area between this and No Man's Wharf. But No Man's Wharf is its own video, so I'm going to go ahead and include this as part of the Hyde's Tower of Flame video. It's pretty easy, nothing too challenging. More of these large knights. Sprint past him. If you're wondering where exactly Lycia moves to, if you remember the very first hallway we ran down to get here into Hyde's Tower of Flame, where the kind of circular room with the pillar in it is, that's where she moves to. Basically, go from Majula as if you're trying to run back to Hyde's Tower of Flame and you'll run into her. So, more of these guys. Once again, they're not very tough. Just get behind them and smash. Oh, he actually dropped his armor. Super heavy armor, by the way. As you can see, the Drangleic set is better. This one's slightly less heavy, but also looks kind of cool. Still can't use it though, so leave it for later. Sublime Bone Dust. That can be used at Majula, the Majula Bonfire. You will burn it to increase how much your Estus Flask heals. Very, very good item to have. Alright, down the elevator. And there are a couple of guys hiding in the water here. Just regular infantry soldiers, nothing too dangerous. That thing, though, is a basilisk. It will breathe petrifying dust if you let it. I recommend you kill it quickly. Basilisks have a chance to drop any of the stones that you would use to infuse a weapon. They can drop the dark damage, lightning damage, fire, etc., etc. They have a chance to drop any of them. So, we do have a Fragrant Branch of Yore. I'm going to use it here to open up this area. We'll be getting another branch in No Man's Wharf fairly quickly, so this is not really a bad expenditure. I'm going to fight this Mastodon guy. As you might imagine, same tactic as always. Try to get behind him. And the reason we're coming up here, another Estus Flask shard. And also the Knight set of armor. This doorway over here cannot be opened. It's just cosmetic. If I remember right, I even saw a video where somebody used a cheat to wall hack through it, and there's literally nothing behind it. So ignore any messages that say otherwise. Okay, through this passage, we will reach the very first bonfire of No Man's Wharf. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. Quick stop back to Majula in the next one to level up, but as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.